everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 31 granny square of our 365 granny squares. After today we are finished with one full month, so we'll have only 11 months left to do this project. It's such a commitment, but I'm so happy that all of you are joining me in this, and if you're just joining us today, you have time to catch up still, so make sure to check out the links in the description of this video. I'll have a link to the blog so that you can get all of the 365 granny squares. You can click the photo in the blog and it will take you to the video tutorial. Check out the Facebook as well. There's a place where you can share your photos, or you can share it in the comments of this post for this square. I love seeing all your photos. And if you join my Facebook, be sure to, like I said, share your photos, but get inspiration from other crocheters as well. If you're stuck on color combinations or your next project, you can see the posts by others section of my Facebook and get inspiration that way. Also, check out the link to my Instagram. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, like my photos, and follow me there, and make sure if you post a photo on Instagram to hashtag YARNutopia, and for this particular project, hashtag 365 days of granny squares, so that we can see all of your granny squares in one awesome spot. And I like to go in and like your photos and comment on my favorites, so make sure to do that. Also follow me on Snapchat. You can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time when I'm crocheting or when I'm not crocheting. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Make sure to click that red subscribe button so that you can get updates on when I post new videos. Before we get started, I do want to show you the supplies we need. Just scrap yarn. I'm using all Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is just scrap yarn that I have collected over time from previous projects. Also, we're using an H size hook, which is 5mm. We're using a 5mm hook for all 365 granny squares, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors. But I do want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make this video with us. He's our videographer, photographer, and editor of all of our videos and photos, so thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get started on our last granny square of the month, number 31. Alright, to start off, we have to make a slip knot, so put your short end over the long end and then fold that down and pull that through. And pull tight, and we're ready to go. Insert your hook. And now to start off, we want to chain 5, so yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to double crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops on your hook. That's a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through 1, and then we're going to make another double crochet into that chain. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. We have to make a total of 8, and this chain up here counts as a stitch and a chain up 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's a double crochet and a chain 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, we have to make 8, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. So that's 4, 5, chain 1, 6, chain 1, 7, chain 1, and 8, and then chain 1, and then go to this chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, don't slip stitch in the 4th chain, slip stitch in the 3rd chain up. So right in here, just yarn over, go in, or don't yarn over, I'm sorry, what am I saying? Just go in and then yarn over and pull through and through. There we go. So it's a slip stitch. So in total it should look like you have 8 double crochets. Okay, and then 8 chain 1 spaces. So now going on to round 2, if you are not changing color, which I highly recommend changing color at this point, but if you are not changing color, insert your hook in this chain 1 space here and then make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through and through, and then chain up 3 and go on to round 2 with us. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fasten off here and grab my new color. So I'm just going to chain up 1, cut my yarn and pull that through, and then insert my hook in that chain 1 space and grab my new color and hook that on. Then we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. Now we are going to make a popcorn-like stitch, and we are going to first put 4 double crochets into this chain 1 space. So yarn over, go into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so make 4 of those. So it's going to look like we have 5 with that chain up 3 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's what we have. Now, at this point, we are going to remove our hook from that loop. Insert your hook into this chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, right here. Insert that, and then insert it back into the dropped loop that we dropped right here. Okay, and then yarn over, pull through, and through, just like that. So we basically just folded this in half. Okay, then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, hop over to the second chain 1 space right here, and make 5 double crochets in there. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so we're going to make 5 in total in that chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then hold up this loop here, go into the first double crochet of this group 5 grouping right here, go into there, then insert your hook back into that dropped loop, then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat into each chain 1 space around. I'll show you again. We're going to put 5 double crochets into this next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we are going to pull this loop up, drop it off of our hook, go into the first double crochet of this group, and then back into that dropped loop. Then yarn over, pull through and through for a slip stitch, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, I'll show you one more time, and then I'll let you go on your own to do the rest of this round. Put 5 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. 4 and 5. Then pull up your loop, drop it, go into the first double crochet of this group 5 double crochets there, and then back into the dropped loop there. Yarn over, pull through and through, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So just continue repeating that pattern all the way around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3 together. Alright, I'm just finishing my last petal here. Just got a chain 3, and then we are going to slip stitch to the beginning. You can either slip stitch right into that chain 3 space right there, or you can slip stitch into the beginning chain up 3, which I'm going to do. So yarn over, pull through, and through. So this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now at this point, if you are not changing color, just slip stitch into the chain 3 space and chain up 3 and go on to round 3 with us. But I'm going to fasten off and change my color. So I'm just going to chain 1 and cut my yarn and then pull that through. And then insert my hook in the chain 3 space and grab my new color. and pull that through, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to make a beginning cluster stitch, okay? So this is just at the beginning of this round. So a beginning cluster stitch is to yarn over, go into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and hold it. Then yarn over, go back into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you have 3 loops on your hook, so you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. Okay, that's a beginning cluster stitch. Now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we are going to put a regular cluster stitch back into this same chain 3 space. So yarn over, go into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, hold it, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then again yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 4 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Then we're going to chain 2, hop over to the next chain 3 space, and we are going to make 2 cluster stitches in there with a chain 2 between them. So yarn over, go into that space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into that space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into that space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook, and then chain 2. And then go back in there, yarn over, go back in there for another cluster stitch. Okay, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then hop to the next chain 3 space and repeat that. So put a cluster stitch, chain 2, and another cluster stitch in each chain 2 space, and make sure that you chain 2 between them as well. So between every cluster stitch there should be a chain 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my cluster stitches just like that. Okay, and then chain 2, 1 and 2, hop to the next chain 3 space and put cluster stitch, chain 2, and a cluster stitch, and then chain 2, and then hop to the next chain 3 space and just repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 4 together. Alright, I'm just finishing up this row. Make sure to chain 2 and then slip stitch to your beginning cluster stitch. You don't have to slip stitch to the beginning chain of 3, just go right into the cluster stitch, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay? Now, if you are not changing color and going on to the next round, just slip stitch into this next chain 2 space and then chain up 3 and go on to round 4 with us. But I'm going to switch colors, so I'm just going to chain 1, cut my yarn, pull that through, then insert my hook right into this chain 2 space. You want to slip stitch into any chain 2 space, but basically one that's between 2 petals. Okay, so you see these are considered our petals right here, so between the 2. Okay, not one that's like on the petal, one that's in between them, right there. And then grab your new color, pull that through, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put another double crochet into that chain 2 space, just like that. Now, in the next chain 2, we're just going to hop over to the next chain 2 space, and we are going to put 3 half double crochets in there. So yarn over, go into there, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's a half double crochet. So we're going to put 3 of those in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to hop over to the next chain 2 space and we're going to put 3 double crochets in there. So yarn over, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and a third one. Okay? Now, in this next chain 2 space, we are going to make our corner, and we are going to put 3 treble crochet, chain 2, and 3 treble crochet. So yarn over twice, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. That's a treble crochet. We'll show you again. Yarn over twice, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we're going to put 3 treble crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 more treble crochet back into that same space there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then hop to the next chain 2 space. We're going to put 3 double crochets in there. Just yarn over once for double crochets. Okay, then hop to the next. We're going to put 3 half double crochets in the next chain 2 space. Okay, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, that's a half double crochet. Hop to the next. We're going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're at the next chain 2 space. We are going to make our corner. So yarn over twice, and then make 3 treble crochets, then chain 2, and then 3 more treble crochets, all in that same chain 2 space. So 3, chain 2, and then 3 trebles. Just like that. Then hop to the next. We're going to make 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And then hop to the next. We're going to make 3 half double crochets in the next chain 2 space. Okay, hop to the next. We're going to make 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And then we're at our next corner here. So we're going to yarn over twice, make our 3 treble crochet, chain 2, and 3 treble crochet. One, 2, and 3. There we go. So then you know what to do. Just make our 3 double crochets in this space, 3 half double crochets in the next, and then 3 double crochets in the next, and then make our last corner. And I'll meet you up when we're finishing this round here. Okay, when you finish your last corner here, we just want to put 1 more double crochet into this beginning chain 2 space that we only had the chain up 3 and then our first double crochet. So I'm just going to put a double crochet in there and then slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 of this round. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, if I can. It's probably really tight. There we go, pull through and through. Okay. And then to fasten off, we're just going to chain up 1, cut our yarn, and pull that all the way through. Take our yarn needle and sew in all of your ends. I suggest sewing in your ends while you're crocheting this piece, or all together at the end of this square, just so you don't have to sew them all in at the end of our project. That's going to be a headache. So it's nice just to sew all your ends in at the same time. Trim any extra, stretch this out, and there you have it. Number 31 Granny Square is done. We're done with a whole month. 11 more months to go. So thank you so much for watching and making number 31 Granny Square with me. Make sure to check out those links in the description of this video. Like I said earlier, you'll have the link to the blog, you'll have the link to the Facebook, you'll have the link to the Instagram, you'll have my username for Snapchat. Make sure to follow me on all those places and share your work, share your photos, hashtag YARNutopia, hashtag 365 days of Granny Squares. This one is so cool. You can see the dimension and everything. Awesome! So, thanks so much for watching. Happy hooking, everybody!